if you're an artist, do not stay silent, because it is important and because you have power. If you have even, you know, like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube or followers or Instagram, wherever, this is already an audience. Artists have a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy, a lot of thoughtful thinking. They can put themselves into shoes of other people and then create art through all of that, through amalgamation of their own experiences, through looking into the world, and all of that then turns into art. So create art and make it political, make it smart. That would be truly the best sort of allocation of your time, I think. Not just engaging with some political nonsense, commentary and garbage. Do it via your art. Okay, so this video is about artists, and that, in my opinion, they should be vocal. They should be vocal about their thoughts, about their feelings, about whatever they're going through, about what they're thinking about Trump and his cronies, his billionaires' buddies, his just piece of shit fucking just garbage that surrounds him, if this is indeed what you're thinking and feeling about. Because, in my opinion anyway, artists are very special sort of people, passionate, thoughtful, creative, and all of those things will not, most of the time, apply to those like hating right-wing people who just don't have it. If you think about the best art that you've ever seen, the best actors on screen, the best movies written by great like screenwriters, the best books that you've sort of read, the best, again, like films directed by certain people, music that you've listened, most of those people were either sort of center or slightly left-leaning, because, again, to create something, especially if it is sort of for people, about people, for people's souls, and so on and so forth, like, that sort of thing cannot be created by people who only want to destroy, who want to own the libs, all that kind of shit, who are trolls, who are just vile kind of pieces of shit. Art doesn't work like that. You need to be open to the new experiences. You need to be open to the new ideas. You need to be open to new people, essentially, what they might say. And it's been sort of, kind of, you could say, like tested, proven. There is like a very visible divide in one place between left and right. It is about compassion, it's about experiences, it's about openness to the new experiences, things like that. I think this test called Big 5 personality traits test, I think this one is one of the most, or one of the more anyway, like reliable sort of tests from all of this like personalities, kind of nonsensical stuff that is out there. Big 5 is more about actual real life, and so what I'm trying to say is that if you're an artist, do not stay silent. You don't have to like always insult sort of people on the right or wherever, even though this is the second time that they've essentially done this, voted for a piece of shit who showed already via his first term that he will enrich himself and his cronies, his buddies, and will try to destroy and take away the rights of the people. And now they've done it second time, so maybe you can actually troll and mock and ridicule and do whatever you want. Let's be real. But more to what I'm trying to say is that if you're an artist, like I understand obviously that there's different sort of styles of art, and if you're drawing like books for children, maybe it will be kind of weird and slightly difficult even for you to start expressing via art your perspective on current like political events and things like that. but I do think it is necessary, because even great fables, great sort of tales from the past, even short things like whatever Hans Christian Andersen was writing, or whatever Grimm brothers sort of in Europe created together from like folk tales of various people, various sort of countries, things like that, or various places in Germany, and yeah, so on and so forth. There's always some kind of a morale there. There's always some kind of a message there, and I understand that. Sure, like sometimes people can create really great art, and then they turn and they in real life they're just complete pieces of shit who support Putin, who support wars and things like that. Don't be them. Don't be like that. But if you are, like I'm saying, center or slightly left-leaning, just compassionate person, use your platforms. Use your platforms to to essentially spread the message, to essentially put a particular message that you want into your art, because it is important, and because you have power. If you have even, you know, like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube or followers or Instagram, wherever, this is already an audience. And I understand that it might be an audience who are already compassionate and follows you and things like that, but it is the great power of art that it can spread and it can influence people, even, like, not to be morbid about, but even long after you've gone, long after you're dead. I do feel like it is of the utmost importance for artists to use their voice, to use their ability to process certain emotions, to process certain pain, to process certain events, and then create something from it, and create something that will last more than essentially like a comment under somebody else's video, right? Or somebody else's post. Why I'm saying this is because this video that you're watching right now, hopefully that you're watching right now, is essentially a companion piece to the video that I've done previous, that I've recorded previously, and I hopefully uploaded already previously, about plan for the next 4 years essentially. And this is, like I'm saying, a companion piece, what artists should do, in my opinion anyway. And I'm not just saying this and sort of going my way or whatever. I am saying this and I am doing the same. I've started now writing more music. It's just me and guitar. I'm not a particularly great singer, I'm not a particularly great guitarist, musician, right? But I do feel like this is the best way to process certain things, to process certain events, to process certain whatever is going on in the world, and to do it with the help of art. I think this is the best way that we can operate, because once again, if you are just constantly outraged, and even if you are engaging with people on like social media, on like Threads or whatever, on Blue Sky, even if you're engaging with like-minded people, it is still somebody else posted it and you're just reacting to it. You're just leaving a comment. You're just engaging with this machinery of social media, which can be okay, but like limited to like 30 minutes per day. Do not waste your whole like days or like a lot of your free time checking social media and watching whatever new bullshit is going on. Anyway, like I've done the whole video, like half an hour video, just watch that, talking about just Trump and all of his fucking tactics. This video is not about that. But yeah, if you are an artist, I've been following this brilliant artist. I think he's Polish, Paweł. I'll put his name and his art on the screen, and he's been doing this brilliant artwork. I think he's painting it like real life, and then he's like photographing it and putting it online as well, about like a lot of like political stuff. And I think this time around it is of utmost importance to be political and to be political within the art. I can absolutely definitively say that if you are an artist, right now is the time to be political, is the time to engage with the world through your art. Because once again, you're just leaving a comment somewhere. It goes nowhere, unfortunately. Even if it is like the most upvoted comment, whatever, yeah, it can influence some people. It's, I don't know, it's good, I guess, interesting, whatever. But it doesn't really go anywhere. If you are creating art, that can go further. And once again, it can last longer. Because just your comment somewhere under some video, whatever, this is nothing really. It will disappear. It will, you know, like fucking Twitter or whatever, some other platform will just delete it. And you've wasted your energy, and you've wasted that potential outrage energy on just like essentially proverbially coming, and then it's done essentially. Just in this metaphorical way, you've released this energy, you've climaxed in a way, and boom, it's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's like spitting, you know, into the river, really. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, so my point is, process all the thoughts that you have, and actually put your frustrations into the art that you're doing. If you're a musician, put it into music. I just discovered this wonderful man, Jesse Wells, I think, or Wells, who's writing wonderful songs, and they are quite deeply political, and it's brilliant, and I love it. And it's just the guitar and a guy singing, but like a lot of people sort of said that he's like a Bob Dylan of this generation, and I need to like go and re-listen, or like listen but for the first time, early Bob Dylan, because I'm not from USA, so I haven't really been exposed to that man that much, even though I know sort of who he is. But yeah, it's always great when new voices sort of come onto the scene, and they are using their voice, quite literally using their voice, to speak out against atrocities, speak out against destruction, speak out destruction of like United States, of their country, speak out against authoritarians, against wannabe authoritarians like Trump, like all his buddies, cronies who are trying to destroy American democratic institutions and replace them with fascism, with authoritarianism. And it's not just words, you just literally saw Musk doing a fucking Nazi salute, Sieg Heil salute, and this is unequivocally what it is. My heart goes out to you, goes something like that. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. Or you can fucking do the whatever, the hearts or whatever. You can bow, thanking people, right? This emoji, I think it's called, I don't think, this emoji is called pray in like Apple's emojis, wherever, in emojis. But I feel like a lot of people associate this like with like thank you, like Japanese style, very polite sort of thank you very much, or in some Asian cultures in general. And he could have done any of that, but he didn't, because he's a piece of shit, he's a trash. And the more people gain power, the more their character is revealed. And so, like I'm saying, as an artist, be it music, be it paintings, drawings, wherever, right? Like animation, if you're writing, literally, if you're a writer, I think this is so, by the way, about writing, this is so underappreciated. We have seen so many, we've like all grown essentially on so many short fables, fairy tales, like tales, and seemingly nobody's like really writing them anymore. Like all of the Disney's like stuff, most of it is like European folk tales, and seemingly nobody is like writing that kind of stuff anymore. And so I encourage, if you're writers, like create your own sort of new fables, because in all of those like fairy tales, even like a short, because they're always like very short really, because they're supposed to be written to children, to put them, you know, to bed, to sleep. And so yeah, a lot of them have like really good morale, really good lesson. Do that, write about that, put some interesting lesson in there. Yeah, my camera battery is about to die, and so I'm just encourage you, if you're an artist, be political, be smart about it. If you can do some metaphors, that kind of stuff, do that. But if you don't want to, do not. I just wrote a song, Billionaires Aren't Your Friends, Not Your Friends it's called, and I'm just spelling it like it is, because this is how it is. And so I encourage everybody, because again, artists have a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy, a lot of thoughtful thinking, and they can relate to other people. They can put themselves into shoes of other people and then create art through all of that, through amalgamation of their own experiencing, through looking into the world, and all of that then turns into art. So create art and make it political, make it smart. That would be truly the best sort of allocation of your time, I think. Not just engaging with some political nonsense, commentary and garbage. Do it via your art. And I will do as I preach here, because I am already doing and will be doing even more songwriting, protest folk songs. I feel like I found my niche, or at the very least, my calling to some extent. So yeah, please subscribe to Items of Stardust channel. I would highly appreciate this. Listen to some music, share your own art, and yeah, let's just build communities of artists, of passionate, compassionate, and just in general good people. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Today is 25th of January 2025. All right.